Assalamu alaikum. Salamayan back in. It's something going on with Uranus and Taurus. And Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, or Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, however you want to say it. Both Taurus and Aquarius are fixed signs. So, 9 times out of 10, um, 10 times out of 10 for real, whatever you've done with your life thus far is what you're going to be judged on. Ain't no averting it, ain't no changing it, ain't no trying to get around it. It's getting late in the evening, been late in the evening. So we're going to try to pop some cards about this situation. Taurus rules the second house of patience, what you want, get what you need, your beliefs, what you value, your resources. So basically, whoever helped you out, you know who with you and who not. Especially during COVID. It's like COVID just, I mean, the mask is one thing, but unmasking is a totally different subject because people show who they really were. If they was full of fear or full of scams and schemes and plots and you didn't know it and you just was carrying on prior to COVID. So let's just say people start acting strange around 2018, 2019. So whoever you met was on some scam and shit, scheme and shit. Even if it was your twin, it doesn't matter. That's just the lifestyle that they led. And you was the recipient of it. Kind of to really put an end to it so you don't ever have to deal with that person in another lifetime in a foul, obscured way. Taurus, your beliefs, the cost of, use the most direct way, resources to maintain, the practicality of, resulting from the productivity of. People tend to think that it's business as usual. And then some people, as a collective race, know their time is up with the scheming and scamming and all the shit that they do to maintain their what they think is their resources. Come hook, come crook, kill you, plot on you. I mean, they refer to black people when they come here to our neighborhoods as farm animals. We cute. That's what they say. We cute farm animals. Anyway, this is how they view us based on the world's view. Kind of like it's not that bad working around them. They're kind of cute. You see what I'm saying? Gas stations, whatever they own in your neighborhoods. That's the conversation. I don't know if it's like women, the wives of these men that own the businesses or whatever, but um, Asians are in it, Africans are in it, Hindus are in it. Uh, Let me see, y'all. It's another one. Africans, Hindus, Asians, and blacks and whites. And Arabs. Arabs, Hindus, Asians, Africans, blacks, and whites. So that's primarily the ones that slaughter black people for our monies. We ain't shit but like a fucking a trash, you know, garbage disposal, because we consume. So they just look at us as consumers. How they kill us, what they do to us, we kill farm animals. I mean, what the fuck do they do to animals? You ever seen a chop house or a slaughterhouse that ain't run the right way? Same shit. The FDA definitely would shut them down. Let's just say that. They mock black women, how we talk. They laugh at what they do to us on the, you know, I guess you want to call it magic, but it ain't magical. On the desecration side, they laugh at our children. I mean, it's really terrible. I'm just telling you. So use the most direct way with these motherfucking people. Don't think they're your friend because they not. Okay? If you need something from their stores, get it. They doing something with the marijuana. It's a drought where I live. And then Ohio don't pay attention. Some other states don't either. We the people is bullshit. Because somehow they put us under some, well, people that aren't awake. They put you up under some strange psychosis that when you go to the polls and you vote for certain things, such as recreational marijuana, the next thing you know, everybody's happy celebrating that it happened, and then they snatch it like it never existed, like you never voted. So now when you call a dispensary and try to, you see where it's at, it's just medical. You can't get recreational marijuana here. How in the law passed? You see, they play a real dirty game, and they've been playing it for a long motherfucking time. Where laws get established and then they retract the law that is established. You go into a deep sleep state and forget that your vote actually did matter. However, not to a certain remnant. Not on their dime. Like, anybody to do that. So here's what they do. The street pharmacists, that's where they fuck up at. They from other countries, a lot of these people, and then the people that they work with are either from their neighborhoods or don't know nothing about it, live in the suburbs, just want that element out of their suburbs, so they do certain shit. Okay? Where they fucked up is fucking with the street weed dealers, because the street weed dealers are going to be able to get to the people that don't have cars, certain shit going on, and they understand that if black people particularly don't get cigars, which is like Black and Milds and shit like that, nicotine, cigarettes, and marijuana, you're going to see a farm animal, okay? You don't know an African. You don't know a Hindu. They don't have shit on black people without marijuana, nicotine, and some form of cigar, where that's tobacco too. So a lot of people, because of the drought game they playing with the street pharmacists for real, a lot of people going to end up dead. Because it's going to be a miscommunication, a breach, agitation, quit talking to me, bitch, I can't take this no more. And they're going to end up killing their woman, or the woman going to end up killing her children, or whatever the case may be, but they don't give a fuck. No. I knew something was wrong with these motherfuckers when they put it out there during COVID and during like the transition of the presidents, where they was trying to take cigarettes out, take menthol, or take certain cigarettes out of, I guess, the menthol out of them, or no cigarettes at all. I was going to a cigarette store, like a smoke shop, and they were literally waiting for the law to get passed where they couldn't sell cigarettes with menthol in it, or cigarettes, period. This is how you know they people that don't know black people. They fucking stupid. They really are. Whoever ahead of these COVID meetings and the hoes that run that shit, these gotta be some of the dumbest bitches that ever existed. For real. They don't know nan nigga. I told people when I was living on the west side of Cleveland, when COVID hit, I said domestic violence is about to go through the roof. They was looking at me strange. I said, it's a quarantine. Americans are cut a certain type of way. It really don't even matter your color. It matter your poverty level. And, certain shit just got to go a certain way in order for people to get through the day. So you want to play stupid and do this shit and then throw people in quarantine? I said, this domestic violence about to go through the roof. And it wasn't even, I don't even think it was a week good. You saw people outside with knives, women, police everywhere trying to contain domestic situations. People died with that shit. Some people vice is money. making it, greed that way. Some people vice is sex, so I don't really get caught up in, people that smoke or why you smoking and this and that. If you ain't in the hood for real, for real, I'm talking about knees in the mud, Jen. Please just shut the fuck up. I'm just being honest. Cause you don't know. Your perspective is warped as fuck because you somewhere comfy cozy with your feet crossed at the ankle, drinking your motherfucking soda pop and eating some chips, talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And your advice could be the soda pop and the chips. You know what I'm saying? Where a nigga like, do you want money for cigarettes or some chips and a pop? Oh, if I could go say cigarettes, and you could bet your ass on that. Okay? In the ghetto, I don't know about the suburb. I don't live there. And when I did, I still knew about the hood because I got a car. And I got to stay awake into what's going on around me. And that's what's going to affect me, going to affect my child, and ultimately affect the country for real. It say stir up the situation. So they doing shit. I don't know if they got a death wish or what. I have no idea. I know Farad said that if you see a white person and you see a Hindu, kill the Hindu. I laughed. I said, Farad, you funny because you must have seen where it was going to be tampering with niggas' marijuana. Shit. I'm trying to tell you whether you going to kill them with kindness or kill them with directness. This ain't that. We're not going back to um, Natasha getting killed in a corner store. Them days just done. We're not about to go the Asian way. No. Because you going to see what a farm animal hit for. And that bendy on your head and them eyes in your face ain't going to be able to kill no motherfucking body. And without that, you in deep motherfucking trouble. I guess they letting the Africans borrow their 99 gods, but they're going to lose control of the 99 gods because those 99 gods were created by children. At least you come as a child. You understand me? And Allah will strip them of everything since they want to always feel the need to be, to fit in. They act like Mexicans. Want to be in the mix. Well, you in it now, motherfucker. So I guess it's just to irritate people that, is just trying to get by. Day for day. Ain't got no time for all that shit. And where the weed at? You know what I'm saying? For real. Y'all know what it is. What's new and different about your neighborhood? Nothing. Maybe the ownership changed. For real. Arabs trying to dump it off because they already know they in trouble with the amount of interest they charge, which is haram. And Hindus think they got it going on based on, their little magical games they play. Coming up with unconventional ways to frustrate the fuck out of people. Just minding their motherfucking business. Want to say a nigga like me is a genius to experiment with certain stuff when they really should shut their fucking pie hole. I'm trying to be eccentric, trying to be different and unfucked up. Because none of these resources are theirs. They don't understand that Allah owns all. They don't get it. They covet and they weird than a motherfucker. And the motherfucker don't know Jamaicans are who were set as the guardians over marijuana. That was Allah's choice. Who the fuck gonna verdict? Who gonna change it? So why they thinking, it's just niggas and white people and whatever the fuck they thinking. When they see a Jamaican, they just group them with black people. Because they don't look quite African, and if they walk around with locks, then that's really a nigga. And a straight Jamaican is about to cut their motherfucking head off. Because they fucking with the weed plant. I knew they was going to go there. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So, get what you need if you can't get what you want. You better get something, or you gonna snap, crackle, and pop if you don't have discipline. You gotta be honest with yourself. For real, they should really stay out of the streets business. If the government do, who the fuck is they? If the government found understanding through hip hop music of what the fuck was going on the grassroots level, along with before hip hop, Nation of Islam and the Black Panther Party, I mean, they know what the fuck it is. They just like to say government to give you an enemy to pretend, about. Okay, you saying government who, bitch? Who this time? And it's usually who the president is. Whoever the most popular, they'll put it on Nancy Pelosi. They'll put it on fucking Maxine Waters. They'll put it on any motherfucking body. Put it on Clarence Thomas if they can. The government. I'm about sick of that Scooby-Doo shit. Who, bitch? And don't get to saying the president, because we already done heard that bullshit. You hear me? And what people don't understand about Joe Biden is, he playing now, but he ain't about to be playing. Because he really want to prove a point to Middle Eastern countries and countries that think they are holier than America and want to talk down when in actuality, they bring their asses over here for freak parties, leave niggas and other Americans to clean up their freakish behavior, and then skedaddle back to the Middle East where, they act holier than thou because that's what they have to do in order not to get put in a fucking dungeon somewhere. For real. I said, don't fuck with that hair. People still fucking with it. So you do what you do. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Sometimes you care more about people than they care about themselves. And they think they hurting you. They ain't hurting you. You just can stop giving a fuck. Because clearly they never did. About they self. Uranus rules government, individuality, the cosmos, large networks, togetherness, grassroots, creativity, freedom, liberation, dharma, Aquarius age, and ancestors such as Bob Marley, who was an Aquarius, Nina Simone, big names that died in the struggle for liberation. Taurus is Venus, so that's agape love, divinity, strong bonds, romance, soul flames, attraction, enemies, protection. Libra is also ruled by Venus, which represents justice and self-love. So, you do what you want to do with that shit. But it's definitely going down. You can link Uranus to the 888 numerology, gateway, government, esoteric knowledge, brave hearts, music, originality, social networks, valor, fixed. So it's people with convictions. I'm not budging. Where is the chopping block to cut my head off? Because I'm not denouncing God over resources that are not mine, and I'm not stupid enough to think that they are in a transient life. Air. So we deal with Prince of the Air, Luciferian energy, surveillance and listening, addicted to killing and being in control and all kind of weird ass shit. And Taurus is fixed, childlike. You can relate it to the number 555. Numerology. Taboos, stubbornness, thinkers, know-it-alls, smart, calculating, and strength. Aquarius, fixed, open-minded. Rules astrology, birth charts, spirituality, communication, mental health, awareness, planetary, humanitarianism, free spirits, and soul flame age. So it's the age of, I'm seeing where they're doing it in Georgia, I think Cali, and now Michigan, where you get arrested if you cheat on your spouse. It's just a precursor to what the fuck the life gonna be. And people still gonna try it, you know that. However, that's why they create the laws, because they know somebody gonna try it to go against the grain. It's like the 3-strike rule, but just one time. I know they implemented it in Georgia, Michigan, and I think California. Yep. It's all about the money. Not for service, I tell you that. They don't give a fuck about you. And you better know that shit. And quit turning a blind eye to the obvious farm animal. Five of Wands. Hindus don't know what's going on, but got involved. Now they fucked, because they in it. Excuse me, you wanted to be American? Well, here you go. At the worst time, too. Don't know what the fuck. Iranians on the west side, they was selling their stores off, but they was kicking them out of the country. So they was selling their stores off to Hindus, and Hindus didn't know what the fuck was going on. They just thought it was a good deal. The one store in particular that I know an Iranian had left, it had been there for a long ass time, had established itself. He sold that bitch to them for $5,000. Some stupid low ass price. They took it. They still there today. I was like, damn. He told me out his own mouth they was kicking him out the country. But it's gens. I'm trying to tell you. Coming out that Piscean age, you see on all the games people was motherfucking running. Yeah, they gonna have to pause, think about it, surrender, do all that shit. Because you can't change it. Don't try to change it. Allah said don't try to change it. Viewing things different from before, I bet. Deep insights, yeah. Sacrifice, trying to start that shit up again. Change, still we see no changes. Release, yeah. You need to release any dumb shit that you thought about doing, because you do not know who you fucking with when you fucking with farm animals, bitch. And we sick of killing each other. That shit getting played out. You know? People getting caught up in the stupid ass sex magic games, all kind of shit. You think you meeting a regular person, and it's a whole ass situation. This would be the president of the United States of America, Joe Biden, coming up on the tower. Yeah, he's just waiting. He really want Middle Eastern countries, the ones that talk so crazy about America, and Allah loves America. It's something different. It's something new. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be, however, not but, you have to be highly spiritual to live here and for it to work effectively. You have to be spiritually mature. When Osho came here, he's a perfect example of what to do if you were a Hindu. He went The rich man's guru. He didn't even know black people existed. He came straight to white people. And then he called himself the spiritual playboy. Because his goal was to get into nightclubs and shit and just enjoy himself. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It was so weird. They was showing something that he was doing when he do like a little celebration clap to his commune. It was like he was in a black church and he had yet to meet black people once he got put in the penitentiary by Reagan and poison. You know, it's real weird. It's real fucking weird, but it just shows you how we're all derived from a darker seed. You feel me? And people just getting into all kind of conjectures and opinions and whatever sicknesses they got in their heart about a race. They don't look at you as a human being. I don't give a fuck if black people consume for eternity. They are still a fucking human being, you stupid bitch. And they have gotten a culture. They've been here since 1555. It is 2024. Do you think black people do not have a culture? We don't give a fuck what it looks like to you, bitch. We don't give a fuck about your belly dancing. We twerk. We don't give a fuck about your language. We speak English or Ebonics, bitch. We don't give a fuck about what you think. We don't give a fuck how you eat. We eat how we eat. We lick Cheeto cheese off our motherfucking fingers, bitch. And sometimes scrape it off with our teeth, bitch. If we could keep it in our mouth, if we could keep them in our mouth, because you hoes just think our enamel is yours, our organs is yours, and all this, and any black person that went against black people and attacked black people knowing goddamn well we've been hit in the head, sitting in a puddle of piss. You are terrible. And I'm going to just tell you that straight the fuck up. And you deal with the consequences and repercussions of your conscience, because the Bible said that if your conscience would not condemn you, neither would God. But bitch, your conscience about to condemn the fuck out of you because you ain't shit to them motherfuckers. My sister used to call it the Joy Luck Club. You cannot get in, bitch. Even if you on a group text, even if you in a chat, even if you take your ass to Africa, whatever the fuck you do, bitch, you got a scarlet letter B on your back for black, bitch. And they're not inviting you in certain motherfucking meetings. You're going to be on the outside and you're going to think you got it going on that day, but that day is the meeting they have without your nigga ass. It's just true. Cry him a river. Hurry, hurry now. Marriage. Motherfuckers marrying these weird assholes. They don't know. They think they regular. They ain't regular. They motherfuckers irregular. You ever bought an irregular shirt? Like that Gordon Gartrell that Theo got made by, who made that, Denise, when she was doing her little sewing? That shit. Okay? Bitch, you wear it, bitch. I'm trying to tell you, just coming up on Joe Biden. That Taurus and Uranus, and that motherfucker ain't budget, and it go into retrograde September 1st. It ain't no averting it. They tried it with the North Node shit. With the North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio. They tried. No. Because Scorpio is even fixed. You're trying to do shit with fixed astrology. And you're getting nowhere. And you're hitting a brick wall. So just keep on here. Unwise decisions. They know that. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation. I bet. Distance, lost your way, yada, yada, yada. Whole bunch of niggas said that. That's why we here. When you gonna stop losing your motherfucking way? A burden on the 5 of Cups. I'm burdened by the 2 Cups. Well, whatever bitch they chose, they burdened by the bitch. Because it is. Marriage and money. Come up 10 of cup, but the Ace of Cup is showing what it's really all fucking about. No love, no. I'm trying to tell you. I think Joe personally, I think he want black women with white men. A certain caliber of black woman can't be with a black man because they done did us too bad. And we don't really know about white men. You know what I'm saying? Some of us. That's not me. I'm just talking as a black woman. I don't know about that. However, I mean, it's like this. White women will do good with black men because of how they are composed. You can't beat a dead horse. And that's what black women gonna end up doing to these niggas. Cause I mean, you don't want to be their mama, but you end up having to be their mama by default. Cause they just keep doing shit because they've been turned inside out by some black bitch or whatever bitch that saw them as a dick in a check. White women have lived on the high on the hog for a long time. So the white man looks at the black woman like, damn, she working like me. I wouldn't even want her to work that hard. This motherfucker won't stop complaining and won't stop ordering off of Amazon. You see? So it's kind of like what works and what doesn't because of what has been going on for so fucking long. And if people were upright and faithful and loyal and devoted, we wouldn't be here, would we? Even starting at their parents, because that's where it starts, disobedience. And then it just unravels. And then parents have to put things in place so that their legacies can be preserved so they didn't come here to just work like a dog and never remember for nothing. Not even a corner of the earth that they kept clean. Somebody saying they got theirs. So I'm trying to tell you, these men is choosing and they ain't taking no long time either. You know, for real. See what they want and that's it. And they done made up their mind. They're not going back to their same race because their same race don't appreciate them. You see? And they did all this shit with fucking with witchcraft, bro. These bitches and the bitches that turn these men inside out and start the men acting like women. It's so weird. They made them a certain type of way. I don't know if any black woman experienced this, but I've experienced it. Where if you dating a black man and you see that who he's with or who he's dealing with primarily, whether it's a baby mama, it doesn't matter. You're like, they trying to play you. They're gonna think you hating. Even if you're in a committed union, if you say, they're gonna think you hating. Hating on what? What I see? A demon? Kind of shit. That's just how they cut it. That's how they did the spell work. Mm-hmm. Y'all like, what? Mother of civilization talk about what? They don't even realize that everybody come out of the black woman because of the multiplicity of races we have within our DNA. What else would it be, bitch? I'm just saying, we the only one that can birth albinos and shit. All kind of colors. Think a motherfucker Asian. What is you? I'm black. Like, what? You look Indian. You look Asian. You look this. You look that. I mean, it's not hard to comprehend what the fuck is going on here. And it don't matter what the fuck you think. Hell, all you gotta do is look how people treat their motherfucking parents by throwing them in a nursing home and don't give a fuck whether they live or die in that bitch. Same way they do the parents that are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Same goddamn way. Okay? Then the mother and father of civilization that end up together, the father end up killing the mother off. Or the mother end up killing the father off because she's jealous of another or envious of another mother that's in the same goddamn cesspool that she is. Make it make sense, bitch. I ain't waiting. I'm trying to tell you. Magic for money. 11. Illumination. Mm-hmm. They marry these black men to get into their families to get the money that they see that their parents make, but then they will pillow talk him into denouncing their parents, leave and cleave clause, you know. Niggas bad. And next thing you know, they sacrificing their father or their mother for a bitch they married. They got them on a leave and cleave clause. Okay. All around the world say so. All around the world say so. Some people were here from Middle Eastern countries. They shipped them back. They got gens that pulled them back. I'm telling you. And guess what? When some of them come here, I've known people, real life people, that their twin was black. They met her. The parents, the Arab parents, didn't want them together. So they had a relationship tighter than the woman that he would go home to. And black women just settle for bringing them collard greens to their corner store, making sure they good, seeing they check their blood pressure, doing the wife job, and the wife is at home ordering off of Saks or, you know, ordering the real Louis Vuitton, because she be damn if she ends up like these bozos with a fake knockoff bag. Can the bitch? You know, keep her tucked off in the suburbs, just pay her to shut the fuck up and the cover up so he don't have the problem with mutts and strays. However, his twin, he's the black woman coming in that ghetto corner store every day to check on him and make sure he ate and make sure he good. Meanwhile, the bitch that's in the suburbs calling his phone to see why the lights just went off. Kind of bitch. This black women saying, tell it, tell it, tell it, tell it. It's just true. Mm-hmm. And they be on some, I don't want nobody else but you. It be the parents, though, keeping their feet to the fire to stay in the air brace. Moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealousy. Can't stand to be away from the black woman when he got to get back to this bitch. What is she doing? Who is she talking to? Her last situation, just based on how they're composed. Hold up, y'all. The cat was just on in the window. Acting bad. America got a whole bunch of friends around here, Eddie. They be in their window, Eddie. They be communicating. Is she home? She sleep. Get out of here. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. Yeah, man. Sometimes they'll bring her around or she'll know the bitch. It's just to get game because she don't know how to love him right. You know, it's just a mess. When she may want a nigga or she may want another Arab. You feel me? Like with the pretending, I cannot. Love is love. If you see it, if my son get to choose because it's his choice, it's his heart. And he got to know his heart. And he got to be honest with himself. He can't be looking at her hair. He can't be looking at her ass. He can't be looking at none of that shit. It's a heart to heart matter. It's natural. It's organic. It's chemistry. It's alignment. It's what you know will work for the rest of your fucking life. Because you really don't wake up the same person every day, even if it's that you got a day older. You know, men don't look at how they can treat a woman a million different ways. They end up with a million different women. Burnt out, fucked up, stuck, dumb as fuck. The same shit goes on in the Asian community. Black women with Asian boys. And next thing you know, the mother is having a fit. The father don't know what to do. Well, you got your goddamn stove in the ghetto. What the fuck you think gonna happen? Do you even think deep enough to know that you brought your ass here thinking you coming for this? And you came here so that he can meet his woman and take the business to another height that you wouldn't believe so you can sit your slanted ass down? No, they don't think like that. No. Anytime you see an Asian with a chip tooth, know that nigga is black as fucking. He been fucking plenty black bitches trying to find bae. Parents may not know, but I'm just telling you now, Asians, if your son got a chipped tooth in his mouth, he is now a nigga. You can cry today or tomorrow. I understand. It's like the rites of passage, you know what I'm saying? Come with me. Hail Mary. Welcome to the dark side. Once you go black, you never go back. They can say whatever they want to. They can try to clown however they want to. It doesn't fucking matter, bitch. We see how you treat your parents, so we're not surprised. So many secrets, it's unreal. So many secrets, so much trash over the D, baby. It is ridiculous. No pun intended, but Jesus Christ. Lucifer, son of the moon. Yeah, you gotta get chased up out of here, because ain't nobody about to keep on doing this motherfucking shit. For real. Who don't want to be happy for real? Oh, Uncle Malcolm, really? Brother Malcolm. He's trying to celebrate his birthday early. He don't care nothing about being no Muslim right now. He said, honey, make sure y'all celebrate that birthday this year. I don't know what he up to, but he keep taking me to this birthday. Like 519 again. I think that's it. He took me there yesterday. Yes, honey. He on that. I don't know what he up to. 519. One person, yeah, Uncle Malcolm. The birthday of the convincing candidate. What are you on your hand? Mala beads? Oh, he got prayer beads. He got vicar beads. With his suit tie on, going all over the world, getting that information. We need information. Brothers across the nation. Mm-hmm. Definitely need justice, cause honey, sit in pain for what, bitch? I'm not about to. No, they see the dick is the money. There's the 10 of Pentacles, not the love that they won the money like a lottery. Now they get to do Christmas shopping and shit in America and act like Barbies. I guess I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, niggas is like this all the motherfucking time in isolation, seclusion, and all that. The farm animals, like we in a fucking sweatshop. And we ain't never filled out an application. I'm just telling you niggas. Queen of Wands. Love that D boy, don't they, Lisa? I'm trying to tell you. She's crazy. Taurus energy, that's the Taurus Uranus. It's like when you free for real, I chose to be a slave. I come from free men and women. I chose to be a slave to get stronger. And I still only ended up with 3%. Okay. My Irish is raising up. My Italian about to raise up. I already know that. But hell, Sicilian's just as dark as niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's just you be needing that Shaka Zulu when you are a free man and a woman. You come from free men and women. You gotta literally fight. Like I be looking at people sometimes, like people that's in Hollywood and stuff like that, and I be listening to them. This lifetime, they be sounding like they stuck. Like when I went to St. Louis, I think I told this on here. Slaves was in the back of the restaurant. I ain't lying. We was in this hotel. The guy that I was dating at the time, and I had went to a Juanita Bynum conference, and we had went to breakfast, and we was sitting here talking, and I guess they was like, "Oh, that's a real person. Just somebody with a heart." They could hear that, you know. They came out like they was in a fucking big house. Like, look, I ain't lying, y'all. Some of the St. Louis. I said, I told my dude, I said, them is slaves. I couldn't believe it. I hear black people talk like that. I be like, what? You see what I'm saying? I do not know, honey, how long it's been going on. How many people stuck in a fucking hotel kitchen, bitch? I do not know. But when I say a dirty game, baby, it's a dirty motherfucking game. And you really got to roll a certain way. Me and my siblings have to roll a certain kind of way. Okay? That's just the way it is. When you were not kind of when you weren't put into the slave trade, you know, you kind of sort of did it for the team, I guess you could say, and to get strength and to understand, like a freedom fighter, so to speak. Yeah, man. uh-huh. Uh-huh. I seen I think Whoopi Goldberg did with Queen California, the gold rush in California. That's how I kind of got triggered. Like, was that a Queen California? You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see nothing wrong with what was going on. I didn't see her as a slave. I seen her as a grand opportunity kind of shit and helping people because she was showing them where the gold was at. She told, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, damn, death. Mm-hmm. And they'll kill you when you're free. Black people. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they got a sensor to smell that you ain't really black, even though you look black, act black, talk black, got African in you. It's just a way that you got the percentage of African in you, which is really noble. Cause I do more work than any nigga with 40 to 50 to 60% African in them. Way more. And I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. And they should really bag and give me 50 feet. Cause you don't know the power that lies beyond the race percentages in my blood. Supernatural shit. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, even the Indian and Hindu, same damn thing. You don't know me. You really don't. The star Aquarius age, it's just what it is. It's a golden era. And what the fuck is this, y'all? Where we sitting in? Some OE kind of shit? Fuck, we in a 40 ounce? I'm just saying. Angels dipped in piss. You don't see an angel dipped in piss? Look old-ish. And I was going for Oshun. Father of civilization. Or fathers, period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of hidden shit going on. And you know, once you know your history, once you gotta get into the Akashic records. Y'all gotta get into y'all birth charts like these bitches is in y'all birth charts. That's why they winning. It's just they think it's a competition and shit. For real, you gotta really get serious about, you know, your position on this earth, who you are, what you came to do, what's in your blood. You know, what supernatural powers do you have? What did you inherit? You know, so you'll have tools. Because if you ain't got the tools, it don't matter if you got goddamn 40% African in you. You ain't doing shit but popping melanin like I'm popping gum. You ain't talking about shit. Mm-hmm. Past lives. Holding a lot of this shit up. Just a bunch of distractions. Learn the truth about you. Everybody wasn't a part of the transatlantic slave trade. They just wasn't. Your skin just became your sin. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate. Allah would say, "Oh my God, you're beautiful upon creation." People that you're going around don't think like the God that created them too. So you gotta be real careful. For real. Because black men be caught up in color. If they got a yellow bone, if she brown skin, I like them dark skin. I like her melanin. So you be having to be careful around here. hmm And because of these weird preferences, I don't have a preference. I honestly don't. I like who likes me. And can we get moving? Kind of shit. Everybody ain't like that though. And you gotta know yourself for real. Quit lying to your motherfucking self. If you feel like I want a black man, I'm not going. Well, bitch, what you about to do then? What are you going to do to make that a reality? Because people gonna fight you tooth and nail. I'm trying to tell you. Black people have a real hard time with black people being among them, thriving while they're struggling and striving. I'm trying to tell you, and they're going to sabotage your shit because they want that. And if they can't have that, what makes you think you can? Because most of them don't. So while you are acting aggy and shit and all that, baby, you got to figure it out. Me personally, I do not care as long as you don't make my vagina smell like an outhouse. Because sometimes that's an indication that that's your family member. For real. You ain't think about that, but it's the truth. Oh, it's the truth. I wouldn't give a fuck. I can't sleep with Puerto Ricans. 2% Puerto Ricans literally puts me in timeout with Puerto Ricans. So that's a race of people I could just say, I know I can't date them. Africans, same thing. No, I can't date them. You see? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, you can't. So it ain't for everybody. You think it is? No. Because some black people I've known, like I've said before, some black women end up with UTIs, overgrowth of yeast, can't get their vagina to act right because of a black man they're sleeping with. What the fuck is this? What is in his DNA? What is in your DNA? Okay? My son father, he got African in him, but it ain't 100%. And he a nigga in America. Honey, you don't smell nothing. Just like coming outside on a fresh, crisp day where you don't smell shit. Okay? So that's important. You able to stay with certain people and you be thinking like it's something to it. And it's really, it could be just really, you don't stink with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm just trying to tell you, I ain't stink with a Russian Jew. So clearly, white men don't, and you would think the asset for some black women. See what I'm saying? Keep it real. Don't be sitting up here lying to yourself, lying to people, knowing damn well the reason you ain't touching white men is because it's the asset. I'm trying to tell you. You gotta know yourself. You gotta keep it 100 with yourself. Some people, this is how Jamaicans feel about black women. Because you would think that the way they dance and stuff like that, it's black women have a high sex drive that they deal with. The girls, them sugar. You say, sheesh. Type of situation. Like, damn. You would think they the ones whining them ways all the time. Honey. They can't keep up with that shit. You hear me? So it's really about chemistry. It really is. If you just get away, I said this is a soul flames age. I mean, people that know where their soul at, their soul is intact. They can look in the mirror and find that motherfucker. They ain't stupid. They ain't dumb. They don't. I'm trying to tell you. That's what twins is going to be about. Soul, the soul to soul. Yes, yes. It ain't no changing. That's who you with. I'm talking. If you come back, if you die together, you listen. Whoever I end up with, listen, listen, listen. Hear me good. If I die on the 4th, you gotta at least die by the 7th. My grandparents did that. I know they did. Because my grandmother wasn't sick. She just had diabetes. Not diabetes. She was in the hospital for her sugar levels. He died because he had a trach and they put blended squirrel in his trach, which made him choke on his own everything. And he died. He may have made them do it so you can get the fuck out of this weird ass movie kind of shit. He a Virgo. Okay? And they can magician their own motherfucking kids to do some shit to get in the fuck out of that. And he talked to my grandmother, look, you come 3 days after, because you hear me. She heard he died and left. They didn't know what to do because they had already planned his funeral. Somebody gonna broke it to her. She got the fuck up out of here. So what the fuck do we do? Dual funerals? Do we do one and then tell them to come back for? It was a total mess, and they did not give a fuck. So we're laughing, dancing, while she had on her poodle skirt, and he had on his fresh fit, honey, dancing. Do you hear me? Done with them for a minute. You know what I'm talking about? They was sick because they knew at least they was gonna have a cook. You know what I'm talking about? No. Bo Dilly took his cook with him. Okay? So people move, they come up with, you do not know what your parents, because you gotta, some people that leave and cleave, oh yeah, they about to do that, and not even the children are gonna know. You don't know until they want you to know. You see, because people are disobedient within families, and they end up bringing in higher links for real, and destroy a whole goddamn family that was a family full of gods, little g, made in the image and likeness of God. Meaning they do unto others. If they were to pick you up, you got lucky because they ain't gonna do nothing to you. They gonna make sure you get home safe. You hungry? Kind of shit. I'm talking, we gonna go basic. We ain't gonna go extra supernatural prophet, all that. No. Somebody that if you was hitchhiking, you would be alright. And you would be thanking God when you got out that car because you know that was a normal motherfucker. You hear me? That part. Come in and ravish them kind of families. It could be a family of 5 and one be disobedient and the one he choose end up tearing the whole goddamn family apart. The foe and the mates of those 4 that were ordained by God. You see? Oh, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible when people rebel the wrong way. It is absolute. It will tear some shit up. So you gotta know what the fuck you doing. My mother used to always say, "Mia, you gotta watch who you mix with." I say, "What? You gotta watch who you mix that DNA with," and just leave me with that. Like, okay, what else? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. Trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. Yeah, they caught. Breaking up households. So now it's like your word versus theirs. See, the thing with tarot and with the gift that certain people have is that me, I'll use myself. It sounds like I'm making up shit because I'm really like reading Braille. Nobody ain't told me nothing. Nobody ain't gave me nothing. And sometimes parents being aggravating, grandparents being aggravating, some great grandparents and some grandparents don't agree with what the fuck people be doing. It's really like to showboat because they know the position that you're gonna have, even as a Miss Cleo in the world, where they ain't telling you shit, they just want people to see how good you is. Reading in the dark. No, nothing. I ain't got no motherfucking information. I got some motherfucking pictures. My siblings know way more than me. Way more. Okay? I even want to say, damn, can you all tell me how I was again as a child? Hell no. Like, motherfucker taking my memories and putting them on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real intrusive. Why they do it like that? Maybe the Native American side. You see, they slaughter us so bad, you have to do certain shit a certain type of way. For real. Espionage like a motherfucker. Like a Scorpio. Because of witchcraft, yeah. And people going in your Akashic records and then being able to see that they was going to be doing this shit all over your astrology wheel, all over your astrology chart. Yeah, man. It's bad. When you see how home they feel, they holding your shit. And you don't even know your own shit. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. I thank y'all for allowing me to read y'all energy, even though I know I'm doing the collective a favor. However, it's still your energy, bro. Now I gotta figure out. I never knew who my 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 father's father was. I never knew who my grandfather's father was. They would always just tell me he died from leukemia. Like, is that even real? You know what I'm saying? Didn't know who the mama was. And then it'd be all crisscross up on different timelines where it just be like, damn, so now I gotta look and see when was Elvis born? You know what I'm saying? Is he in the lineage of grandfathers? Was he my grandfather's father? If so, how is the age differential working? Seeing that his wife is still here. You see what I'm saying? Like, what? It'll make your mind be. It's like they do shit, and once you try to get the closer you get to it, they shut you down again. You be like, God damn, let me know something. Do the work, basically. Judgment. And you be straight like this. Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? However, when you it's when you don't have a hidden agenda, when you it ain't about money or none of that. You really trying to figure out what you working with. You see what I'm saying? What's going on with you as an individual. So it's not so much of you trying to say somebody your child some weirdo shit because it's connected to this person's legacy or their name or whatever the fuck, bro. No, that should be trying to link the same astrology sign, why your brother is this, why your once twin was that. Okay, he's a Capricorn too. Okay, now, okay, what's up with Capricorns in my I don't even got them in my chart. You see, it's really not about nothing that they did on earth per se. It's just figuring out where they sit in your life, the part they play in your life, so that you're able to navigate properly. And it will have you like this. I'm trying to tell you. You see, but it help you to manage your business too. Because this a long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results. Sustainable results. Investment. Is you worth the investment? Because they watching your motherfucking ass. If you think they ain't you, it's out your mind. Trying to figure it out. Speed, rapid action, movement, swift change, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. Some people gonna be coming here. I'm trying to tell you to get that woman, giving all that bullshit up, honey. I'm a fool in love, y'all, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. For real. Because some people were made for America because of their spiritual maturation. For real. They're not made for Middle East. No. The Middle East is where they got their discipline, you know, and some of their spiritual maturity. Because it's so rigid, the laws, how they do things. You know, you ain't gonna be but so free and flying and flopping around because you have that certain board in your back to be able to handle strip clubs everywhere, food 24/7, you know, nonstop party, party, party. To me, honestly, I feel like Allah gave America to those that were part of the slave trade to live a life of celebration because of the atrocity of it. Jews get their benefit too because of the atrocity of the Holocaust. I ain't lying. Whoever went through some crazy shit, America is literally your gift of celebration. And some people envious of that, but they didn't go in no oven. They didn't get their baby stomp out their stomach and all that weird shit that went on in the Willie Lynch shit. You know what I'm talking about? Got people, all men, all twisted up. They don't know. Why am I here? You know, what year is it? Even. I'm trying to tell you how you loopy than a motherfucker. Lose track of time and space. And sometimes they don't want you to smoke weed. They tamper with weed, or they'll give people advice to do that because of why they did it. And it's so they can touch you. They can have access to you because you lifted. It's like levitating. You know, but if you ground it, then they can agitate you, they can get you to do shit, they can feed off of your organs, feed off of your tooth enamel, feed off of your hair, feed off of your melanin, energetically, energy harvesting. It's like ain't nobody trying to hit a target that's not even there because they're high. Keep them high, you know? I'm telling you, Allah gave that plant for a reason, okay? I'm trying to tell you. Tricking the fuck out of these men. And steadily trying to find different ways to me, the worst gens is Arabs, Hindus, Asians, all the ones I said, Africans. Not so much black and white. No. Egypt introduced a lot of stuff to people. Egypt introduced a lot of stuff to people. They did. Egyptians. People been in the bed for a long motherfucking time. They just act like they haven't. Of course. The lovers wanted to fuck. Get caught up in some weird ass soap opera. Yeah, make the man docile and native strength, looking in his mouth. And, you know, even if you want to equate this to poor people, let me get some of that tooth enamel. Let me get some of them eyeballs. Take your sight. Now you got astigmatism in your right eye kind of shit. Now you dealing with glaucoma. Now you got to get some surgery on your eyes. And all this shit. Do you hear me? Now it's to the point where ain't nobody off limits. If you don't deal with that, if you a healer of sorts, it don't matter what your race is, they feeding off your motherfucking ass. Okay? And you could be a racist somewhere stone cold out of your motherfucking mind. And they do not give a fuck about you. How the fuck do you think skinheads ended up bald headed? Because of these bitches, bro. This is international witchcraft, bro. This is social sorcery. This ain't got nothing to do with no black woman caring about your motherfucking hair. We'll wear yaki. That's off a Shih Tzu dog, man. You better look at it, bitch. Look at this shit. For real. Drive them out. Same way they attack Jamaicans and Rastafari. Fucking with their locks and shit. Look at man, Uncle Bob a unicorn. That's what they do. Your locks get to snapping. See, Uncle Bob was out in the public. You know what I'm saying? This Rastafari, you don't see no breakage nowhere. Strong as a tree because he's the one that'll be off the grid all the time. You see what I'm saying? Untouchable, so to speak. It's true. Look at you as a dollar bill. Everything about you. And work day and night. Obsessed with forever young type of bullshit. And I mean committed to this trash. Gonna give you a lover. If you single, they gonna send you somebody. But it's somebody that's trying to feed off of you. Somebody that's working with a dark witch in the United States. They could be black. The one that was my twin, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they set me up. However, I don't care. I don't care about nobody setting me up because when you have pure intentions, it doesn't matter. And when you're not really afraid to die and you kind of do what you do, as far as swallowing death and knowing that it's inevitable and making peace with it so that your mind is always clear and in a heavenly sort of state no matter what people do to you, it doesn't really matter. They doing it to every motherfucking body. It doesn't matter. It's just that people ended up with their twins and they didn't believe you because they had so many bitches that say that they're that. You see what I'm saying? But then if you don't have me, I don't have anything to gain. I mean, what, embarrassment? Humiliation? Like, I mean, my twin is a handsome guy, but give me a fucking break. Okay? The fuck I got to gain by saying we had a Billie Holiday? I'm just gonna pull that out of my ass. Are you serious? I don't need a fucking headache even from Billie. Okay? You gotta be out your fucking mind. I done had a headache since I had my son and named him Ja. You see, he was calling them little man like we wasn't shit and ended up going with another bitch getting the son that he wanted when the son that was his all along was right there. On the soul level, many, many lifetimes, people forget shit. And then they go into psychosis and start working the angles that they was working when they was trappers, kidnappers, slaves, all kind of shit. Past life regression. I may have some of y'all too have so many suitors, and they don't mean you necessarily interested in these people. I don't know. They used to do communities like they did courtship a real strange way where um I read it in that book in the hoodoo tarot deck. Get the whole neighborhood involved, get the family involved. Like, that's a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too many people. So you gotta be careful with that shit. And then they'll start blocking you from somebody they see that you got chemistry with. And it could be some of y'all divine masculines, quote unquote. Your original twin, yeah, don't want to face the fact that they fucked up. They just need to move the fuck on with old girl that was doing shit to y'all. Like the bitch that split my ear and doing all this old weird shit over one dick. And I ain't never dealt with that shit. Because I don't stay too long in nothing. 3 years max, I'm gone. 1 to 3 years, I'm gone. It's a dead situation. I'm telling you. I can't pretend with you no more. This is done. I had a nice time. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. And but people tend to do this shit. And ain't nothing I can do about that. You can hold on all the fuck you want to. And the law gonna knock your motherfucking block off. You hear me? Because if I don't like you, I don't like you. If you've done wrong by me, then it's nothing to do here. You're going to keep doing that. I don't tolerate cheating all over the place, all this bullshit. Because, bitch, you ain't going to come back bringing me that package. You know that package. That HIV pardon gift. You got me fucked up. Okay? I've come this far by grace, and grace shall surely lead me on, motherfucker. So you can try it if you want to, and you're gonna be real mad trying to figure out why you can't get to me, and don't even realize it's God and my ancestors blocking your ass because I cut cords and I get out of shit that I see ain't going no motherfucking well. I wouldn't give a fuck about the chemistry or the kiss and miss me with the R&B. You hear me? For real. Who needs more rhythm and blues? Give me the rhythm and keep the blues, baby. Because I ain't never got the time. They be so fucked up. These women, man, they do them so dirty, man. I'm trying to tell you, ain't nothing you could do with it. They cut them to come back to them, especially if it was a second twin. How they do it is, I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you because you're mine. And you'll be like, please go with that bitch. She's ripping my ear up and it ain't even that deep. Now, if you want to keep the bitch, go the fuck head on because this bitch about to get bodied. You hear me? Yeah. For real. I don't get in tug of wars and fighting over dudes. I wouldn't give a fuck who he was. No. I'm trying to see who walking into eternity with me, or am I walking into it alone? It's the only concern I have, okay? All the bells and whistles on earth is just that, bells and fucking whistles. Elusive than a motherfucker. Transient as hell. Enjoy it because it's about to go in a minute. Okay? My aunt gonna say, I don't know, she was watching Gone with the Wind or something back in her day. She's an actress for real. And I knocked on their door and came in, and they went, I don't even know what they was on, but she gonna get out of bed. Gladys can't go nowhere without Gladys. Like, what? I need my uncle to take me to Walmart to get some fucking clothes. What are you talking about? However, you understand when you understand. You see? Because your person is the person that's going to be walking over to the other side with you. It don't matter if it's a hell or a heaven. Yeah, one at a time. However, let's make sure that we leave 3 days apart. You died with, like the movie The Notebook, how they died right there. And he went and lived in a motherfucking nursing home with her just to assure they didn't get separated again. You see what I'm saying? My mother was scared because my father went, shit, however many years, and I had to do the work in order to get her to him. Okay. Oh, it ain't no joke. No. No, it's not. It's really not. And it ain't a law's obligation and duty to do it for you. You are out of your mind. Do you see this one God in this big ass world that is not including the cosmos? Please get your head out of the fucking clouds. Like, who do you think you are? Like, really? Just ask yourself the question and don't call me back. I cannot wait to see who my son chooses. And then I'll say, are you sure? Work with it. You know, the way I got to work with it. But I can't choose for him. I ain't going there no more. What you mean choose for that person? Or she cute, or they make cute babies, or whatever the fuck you come up with. Bitch, you gotta be out your motherfucking mind. My son been free since the day he was born, and he gonna remain free to choose what makes him happy, genuinely happy. And it ain't got nothing to do with his seed, marries my seed, go with this seed, all that stupid ass shit. No. Who do you like? Shit. Who do you gravitate more towards? Who's your vibe? Who you feel like you're more compatible with? Did you get this your person? You do know that, right? Kind of shit. Soul to soul, baby. Because some people may think they could keep up with a man and you can't just based on his birth chart. And you're not supposed to. A birth chart is really ask a man his birthday. He gives it to you. Then some Jamaicans don't give you shit because their mama tell them don't give you. My mama said kind of shit. They mother give you shit. So I don't know how the fuck you go work that program. However, when men give it to you straight away, I do it all the time. What's your birthday? I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers talking about. I love Uncle Prince. Yes, yes, yes. But he just wanted some extra time and a kiss. Bitch, I'm trying to figure out who going to eternity with me. And I ain't going nowhere Bliss at. I'm going where Bliss is at. So, what's your birthday? Okay? Put it in now. If it look, I done seen some shit. I say, oh, hell no. You hear me? Done deal. And that's just based on this lifetime. I mean, you got to simplify it some kind of way. Ten of Pentacles, phone glitching. Four of Swords. I'm trying to tell you. And then you got some men that's still on the polygamy train. Gonna pull you into that shit. You think you can do it. You go, I don't know, I can do a sister wife. Cause you want some other shit. Be careful. Cause ain't no turning around. No. Soon as Nip found his, they kill him. They ain't looking like this for nothing.